host Mohsin Ali and you are watching Global School Videos. Please take a moment, like this video, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an important update. Today we are going to talk about one of the most controversial and most debated bill in recent US political history. A bill that President Donald Trump has proudly called his big beautiful bill. But this bill is not just beautiful to everyone. Many Democrats and even some Republicans are extremely concerned about what it means for the country's economy, healthcare, and tax system. So today we will deeply and clearly examine three key claims about this bill. In this way, that's very simple to understand and based only on facts without any political support or agenda. First of all, let's talk about what this bill is doing to the US national finance experts, including six top tax professionals, agree that this bill will increase the US national deficit, which means the government will be spending more money that it earns through taxes and income. And to make up for what the US will have to borrow more money, which adds to the national debt. The debt is already very high, around $36 trillion, and this bill could make it worse. According to the Congressional Budget Office, this bill could add around $3.3 trillion more to the deficit over the next 10 years. Even thoughts there might be a short-term economic benefit. The long-term result will be more borrowing and higher interest rates, which could make homes, cars, and business loans more expensive. Elon Musk has also expressed a strong disapproval and said he might even start a new political party if the bill passes. He called it an example of insane spending. Now let's come to the medical part of this bill. President Trump has claimed that the bill does not touch Medicaid and that people will not feel any cost at all. But many health experts and studies do not agree with him. Medicaid is an health insurance program for low-income people, including children and aged people with disabilities. About 71 million Americans rely on it, but a report by the Kaiser Family Foundation says that this bill could cut about $1 trillion from Medicaid over 10 years, which is a very big amount. The Congressional Budget Office also says that nearly 12 million Americans could lose health insurance by 2034 if this bill becomes law, and only about 1.4 million of those are undocumented immigrants, which means most of the people losing coverage are legal residents. So clearly, the bill does affect Medicaid despite what has been claimed now. Now let's talk about a third big claim that this bill will save Americans from a huge tax increase. President Trump has said that if the bill is not passed, people's taxes will go up by 68%. But when when we verified, our team asked the White House how they calculated this number, they did not explain it properly and did not provide proof. In fact, the Tax Policy Center says that if Trump's 2017 tax cuts are allowed to expire, the average tax increase would be about 7.5%, not 68%. Also, about 60% of taxpayers would pay more tax if those cuts expire. But still, nowhere. But still nowhere near 68%. Experts believes that the 68% figure may have been based on how many people would see any tax increase, not how big the increase would be. And even more importantly, the tax benefits in this new bill are not going to help everyone. Equally, the Tax Policy Center says that about 60% of the total tax benefits will go to people who make more than $217,000 a year, which means rich people will gain the most while people with lower income will get much less benefit. In fact, some experts say this bill could actually take money and support away from the poorest American and give it to the richest, which is very unfair. So, when you look at these three areas, national finances, healthcare, and taxes, it becomes clear that the big beautiful bill has some very serious and worrying consequences according to many experts and independent studies. It might boost the economy a little bit in the short run, but in the long run, it will increase debt, reduce healthcare access for the poor, and give more tax advantages to the rich. This is not just a political fight, it's a matter of how people will live, work, and get healthcare in the future. That's why it's so important to understand the facts and not just the political statements. So that's all for today's analysis. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I am Mohsin Ali and this is Global Scope News. If you found this explanation useful and clear, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you can stay updated with more factual and deep analysis. Like this video and subscribe to our channel. Until the next video, take care.